Hello, my friends. It's Thursday, July 11th, 2024, and we're going to continue talking about A Course in Miracles. I'd like to talk about judgment, and we're going to dive in and see what we can discover together. That remember, the manual for teachers says that we are all teachers, we're all teachers of love, we all teach what we need to learn. So we're students at the same time that we're teachers. So that's why we're sort of feeling this subject out and seeing what we come up with. And for me, everything ties together uh, in the course. That there's no single aspect where you look at and you say, this. Like looking at the atonement or looking at um, extension or projection. You can't look at them as separate aspects of the course. Everything's practiced together. Everything is about recognizing where we're coming from. A lot of it stems from the concept of the opposite of love is fear. Although, as it says in the introduction, that love itself can have no true opposite, but it can certainly have the appearance of an opposite, and that is fear. And the reason why we live in a fearful world is because we don't see the real world. We don't see reality. We see our perception. We see the projection, which is caused by our perception is caused by our projection, which is what we're seeing. And that includes each other. So when we are viewing other people through that lens of fear, through our projections, it becomes pretty easy to judge situations, events, and each other. So we are always in the process of rejecting or allowing. Most of the time it's rejecting, but we do go through life saying not this, not this, not this, but okay, I'll allow this for a little bit, for however long it pleases me, for however long it fits into my lifestyle, for however long I want to. And the rest we are rejecting. Judgment. And what we're judging, again, isn't truth. When we reject someone, when we judge someone, we are literally imprisoning them in the concepts that we've created, not based on anything true. We could say, well, but this person did this and this person did that, so it's certainly true. However, remember, we're looking at the world, we're looking at the event, we're looking at that person through the lens of our projection. We're not perceiving what really happened. We're not perceiving the innocence of that person. When Jesus was on the cross, he didn't look down and forgive those who tormented him, those who nailed him to the cross, by way of saying that I judge you and I release you. I'm Jesus, obviously the bigger person. I forgive you. He looked and he saw their innocence. He refused to judge. Refused to judge. If you're not judging, if Jesus isn't judging those who nailed him to a cross, who are we to do any less? There's a line that the only lesson from the cross is that we all survive our own crucifixion, which is a very telling line. However, the only way we survive that crucifixion is to give up judgment. I've read a lot about the Course and other spiritual texts as well, other spiritual books, one of which being one of my favorite, it's around here somewhere, that I've been reading for over 30 years, Deepak Chopra's The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. And one of the ways of actualizing the law of pure potentiality is to suspend judgment. And he asks you in the practice to just do it for a day, just to suspend judgment. And of course, the first thing that comes to mind is a judgment. I can't do that. Or I don't want to do that. Or that's impossible, or whatever. That's a judgment against yourself. We're talking about giving up all judgment until we judge. And then we forgive. And we begin again. That's the wonderful thing about A Course in Miracles. It's the wonderful thing about meditation. That's the lesson of mantra meditation. We always begin again. Your thoughts wander, you come back to the mantra. Your thoughts wander, you come back to the mantra. You make a judgment, you forgive. You forgive all the projections, all the fear that led to that judgment. You recognize it's a judgment, and you forgive. One of my favorite means of forgiveness is simply saying, God is the love in which I forgive. And you just keep doing it until it sticks. Hey, we have the rest of our lives to practice, and we'll get there. So we just suspend judgment one at a time, and we practice allowing. Even this. Does it mean we like it? Nope. But by virtue of its appearance, means it's already allowed. So what we're doing is accepting the innate allowingness of reality itself. If it's here, by virtue of its appearance, it's here. We don't have to like it. We just need to accept it. And through that lens of awareness, through the allowingness, we realize everything's already in motion. Everything is already changing, and we didn't have to do a single thing. However, we're also in a position of power now. Not force, a position of power. And we can start to work, even as we're allowing for things to be other than they are, in their own time and in their own way. So, with that, guys, that's it. I'll see everyone later. Take care.